President William Ruto earlier today at State House in Nairobi announced 7 days of national mourning, where flags will be flying at half-mast in Kenya in honor of the country's former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Let's listen into the address by the head of state from State House in the afternoon.
8:30 a.m. Kochi, India time, exactly 6 a.m. Kenyan time, former Prime Minister, the late Raila Odinga, takes his normal morning walk at the Ayurvedic medical facility. It is here where Odinga is reported to have had a sudden difficulty breathing before collapsing. A cardiopulmonary resuscitation (CPR) was later administered without success. Odinga was then rushed to the casualty and emergency section at Devamatha Hospital in Kotha Tukulam, where another attempt to resuscitate him failed.
His doctor and security were with him, and we continued CPR and did emergency intubation, that is putting a tube in the respiratory system, trachea, and continued CPR along with other resuscitative measures. Initially, there was no pulse or BP recordable, even palpation-wise.
The former Prime Minister was then moved to the intensive care unit of the hospital for further intervention.
In ICU, after some time, we could get some rhythm. On the monitor, it showed ST elevation in the ECG leads, in the anterior leads, plus we could see regional wall motion abnormalities, that is reduced movement of one artery territory, that is LAD territory. There was hypokinesia. This means there is less movement in that area. So after stabilizing him with some IV fluid and all, we just give him an injection, that is injection reticulates, for dissolving the clot if it is there in the coronary arteries. And we could see him with a significant edema of the right lower limb.
However, at exactly 9:52 a.m., which is 7:22 a.m. Kenyan time, Odinga breathed his last.
In spite of our very sincere, very continued CPR and other measures, we couldn't make him survive. So we are very sorry to inform that he is no more with us.
Moments later, a video showing his body being wheeled out of the ICU to the hospital morgue for preservation was captured. The doctors saying Odinga had been battling multiple underlying conditions.
He was a diabetic, hypertensive, chronic kidney disease patient. He had right lower limb DVT, for which he was put on IVC filter. And recently he had a thin subdural hematoma. Last Saturday when it was done, that was almost very thin.
Odinga's body, which was put in a simple coffin, was later in the evening moved into a waiting hospital ambulance and transported to Kerala Medical College, where a Kenyan team, which is currently en route to India, will pick and repatriate it to Kenya. Emmanuel Toh, Citizen TV.